if I was president right now, okay, and I was aware that I was actually president, unlike this guy that we have, which, by the way, Paul Verzi has the greatest thing. There should be an age limit about when you can be president. I think like 55 is a great age. You can't be too young because then you're like Bill Clinton just banging whores in the pool and you're not getting anything done. You got to be like 55. You're on the other side of it, but you're not like, I don't know, like some fossil, like Trump and this fucking guy, Joe Biden, right? You need like 55. Maybe that's how they do it. You can only be president if you're 55 to 63. And you're a man. That's it, right? Hey, by the way, I don't want to get petty here, but when was the last time there was a bald president? Let me see this here. Let's see. Let's look this up. This is how I use the internet. The last bald president. Okay. Let me see. Oh, now they're getting so good with those goddamn hair systems. All right, search. Search for the fucking thing. The president and board kind of... Oh, Jesus Christ. Did I have to say of the United States? Do you remember that band, the Presidents of the United States? I fucking something and I something, then I fucking something and I fucking something. She love. The last board president. Oh, it said board. Bald. How are you bald and you don't know how to spell it? The last bald president of the USA. Let's see. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Great call. It has been nothing but hair ever since. The last bald president almost goes back as far as the last time the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. I'm sorry to everyone in Toronto. I'll be there next summer. Dwight David Eisenhower. Or David Dwight Eisenhower. He went by Dwight. If he was president today, they'd call him White Eisenhower. How many bald presidents have there been? Let's see. I bet there was a lot more of them back in the day when they didn't have hair systems. Back when Ben Franklin thought he looked good. I know he wasn't a president, but, it's kind of like with baseball, like how back in the day when it was just white people and they played without baseball gloves and shit, like 3 guys a year would hit 400. Then it became 1 guy every 3 years, and then it just became Ted Williams did it in 1946, and no one ever did it again. That's like bald presidents. All right. 3, for a proper answer, we would have to define what we mean by bald. And specifically, you know what it is, the fucking horseshoe. I define bald as having no hair at the highest point of the skull. Okay, John Quincy Adams, bald. Martin Van Buren, bald. Dwight Eisenhower, bald. Honorable mentions. John Tyler. He was starting to lose it. He was hanging in there. James Polk. Dude, that's he looks like a poet. James Garfield is bald. He absolutely is bald. Warren G. Harding. Nah, he looks like the fucking head of Chrysler. Calvin Coolidge. Yeah, all these guys are just losing it. Herbert Hoover. James Garfield and Rutherford B. Hayes. I don't know. Man, there's some names that all died out. Is there one fucking normal name in that? That fascinates me. Martin Van Buren, Dwight Howard, John 13, 316, they're still quoting his work. James, that stuck around, another James. Warren Potsy Weber's the last Warren that I knew. Calvin. That's a cartoon now. Calvin Herbert. You know, he could have that as a last name and be the quarterback of the Chargers, but nobody has that fucking name. There's another James Rutherford. Jesus Christ. Chester. You need him a fucking horse, Chester. Rutherford B. Hayes. That is a great fake fucking name. You know, if you ever slip into a party that you're not supposed to be at, you're kind of getting busted. When they ask you what your fucking name is, you should go by Rutherford. Don't say B. Hayes. You'll get caught. Rutherford H. Salisbury. One of those blue blood names. Even they went away from those fucking blue blood names, huh? They were getting all fucking nervous. You can tell by your name how much money you have. Blue, this is the last thing I'm going to look up, and then I'm going to mercifully end this podcast. Blue blood names. Blue blood names. We'll be right back with blue blood names. That's hilarious. It says Tom Selleck, Donnie Wahlberg. I guess there's a show called Blue Bloods. 49 preppy baby names. Oh, I love it. Let's make it. Let's go nice and white here. What do we got here? Digby. Oh, Digby. Jesus Christ. That's just someone, you know. Even look at him. His family's going to fucking sue you no matter what he does. He hits you with his car and he sues you for debt in his fucking car. There's nothing you can do. Connery. Ingram. Yates. That's a fucking name. Aldrich. Whitaker. The only Whitaker I knew was Lou Whitaker. Bronwyn. Thompson. Tilly. Oh, Tilly, you fucking stuck up C-note. Teague. Niles. I like Niles. Orson. Merritt. Margot with an AUX. Bradford. Palmer. Darcy. Tinsley. Poppy. Ellison. Vance. Thatcher. Briggs. Briggs is a good fucking name. Briggs? Briggs is an unusual name choice for baby boys. Briggs is an Old English name that translates to Bridges. That's a fucking strong name, Briggs. It's a name and a nickname all at the same time. Tiger Stadium used to be Briggs Stadium. Kingsley. Blaine. Blair. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both in there, you have the facts of life. Quincy. Now they're going all old school shows here. Blair, Quincy. Roland. Great drums. Electronic drums. Best electronic drums in the business. Okay, I'll read two more. Lennox and Lighton. Sterling, Davis, Keaton, Sloan, Ainsley, Reed, Brooks, Finley, Corbin, sorry, I can't stop. Graham, Emerson, Tucker. There's a lot of Tuckers. All right. Speaking of Tucker, I am tuckered out from this podcast.